What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles YouTube channel. Today is Expanded Thursday, and today we are looking at a Sableye Bunnelby Garbodor deck. Now, this is kind of like another mill deck, but it's a lot. I think it's one of the. If you're gonna play a mill deck, this is the best version to play right here, and we'll go over here why. The first up, we know what Bunnelby does. It has the Omega Barrage. I think that's what it's called here. You can attack twice. It has the Burrow, discard the top card of your opponent's deck, so obviously you can discard 2 cards, or Rototiller, shuffle a card from your discard pile into your deck. Now, we've seen this card before in Dirt, we've seen it in Bunnelby by itself with Bunnelby Slurpuff, but now we're seeing Bunnelby with Sableye, and we'll talk about why this is different. Of course, we play Shaman for setup, draw to have 6 cards, and here we play Sableye. So, Sableye is an old card, it's only an expanded, of course, but the first deck is Confuse Ray. 10 damage, flip a coin of heads to defending Pokemon is now confused. Not that very useful, pretty bad of attack. It was kind of okay with like Dark Claw and lasers and stuff like that. You could potentially like donk people turn 1, but now we're not really worried about that anymore. But here, we're going to go for Junk Hunts here. Now, if you read Junk Hunt, it says put 2 item cards from your discard pile into your hand. Now, the difference between this and Bunnelby is Bunnelby puts it into your deck, while Sableye puts it back into your hand automatically. Now, this is amazing because we know that the deck plays like Crushing Hammers, and so you can automatically use 2 Crushing Hammers. Next turn, Junk Hunt, put 2 Crushing Hammers back in your deck here. You can use regrab Verse Seekers to grab Team Flare Grunts. You can grab the Head Ringers. You can grab Enhanced Hammer. Whatever you need for the next turn, you can basically get with Sableye, which is amazing here. So the whole point of the deck here is actually to energy deny your opponent, and once you think they have all their energies gone, you start actually using Burrow, and you're going to deck them out that way. Which is pretty neat here, and you'll see why. I mean, this is probably one of my favorite decks right now for Expanded. And also, okay, I know I should have talked about this early in the video. Sorry, Dylan, but this list is actually from Dylan Dreyer. We're not going to talk about that. Dylan Dreyer. We had similar ideas. Mine was totally different. It'd play like Skylas and Echo Arms and weird stuff. But Dylan actually made a really good list. And if you don't know, Dylan actually writes for 6 prizes. So down below will be a link to his article. Make sure you check it out. It is underground, but he let me release one of his underground list here for this article or for this video. So if you're not subscribed to 6 prizes, make sure you go check it out. And if you are an underground member, make sure to like that article. It is a really good article just because of this deck list right here. Nobody's talking about this at all, and Dylan kind of shocked us all with this deck list, and I think it's a really good idea here. But where were you? Okay, so we talked about Sableye. Once again, shout out to Dylan Dreyer. Thank you for letting me use your list instead of using my really crappy Skylar list. It was bad, but we have a good list now. Alright, so next up is 2-2 Garbodor here. Now, one thing you'll notice about the video is I have the wrong Garbodor and a wrong Trubbish in the video. This is the Trubbish you want to play here. It has Garbage Collection. Put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. This is just another, like, if you need a card back, you can get it back. The other one has Pound for 20. And this one only has a 1 entry cost, but the other one has a 2 entry cost. I think the other one has 70 HP, but this one has 60. But the main difference is that you can use Garbage Collection to get back any card from your discard pile on top of your deck, which is great here. And of course, Garbodor is in this deck to shut down abilities. And this is a really big deal now in Expanded, because in Expanded you have like, well, Archeop's not that useful here, but let's see, you have Keldeo to rush in a retreat, you have Darkrai to give free retreat, you have Blastoise to give Deluge, you have Mew EX to use, what's that? I think it's Versatile. And you have Shaman, you have Jirachi. You have so many abilities here, and Garbodor shuts all those down, which is great here. And the main thing it shuts down here, and the main thing here, it shuts down Aromatisse, and it shuts down Bronzong, and Blastoise. Anything that's Energy Accelerate, Garbodor shuts those down and basically helps you win here. Without Garbodor, you will lose to all these Energy Accelerating decks, because they can constantly just keep attaching energies, but with Garbodor, they actually shut that down, which is great here, and that's a really good card in this deck. And that's all the Pokemon you play here. 2 Shaman, of course, because you don't want to use those early game. You kind of just want to use this like at the starting game, but you don't want to start with it. But late game, it's useless because they have Garbodor, if that makes any sense at all. Alright, so let's go over the item cards and trainers and all that jazz we play here. 4 Crushing Arrows, flip a coin if heads, discard energy. 2 Enhanced Standard, discard Special Energy, 1 Super Rod, shuffle 3 in any combination of Pokemon and basic energy cards, 2 Tool Scrapper, choose up to 2 Pokemon tools attached to your Pokemon in play, yours or your opponent's, and discard them. Now, this is a really good card because it leaves with so many different options here. You get Tool Scrapper all your opponent's Pokemon's like tools. Like, let's say they have Muscle Bands, so that way they're doing less damage to you. And then also, you can slap your Head Ringer onto them, making it where they need 1 more colorless energy to attack you, which is great there. So not only are you energy denial them, you're making it where they need more energies to attack you, which is great here. And I really do love this concept a lot. And if you notice, it does play two Tool Scrappers just in case you do prize 1. You're not going to take any prizes in your deck from the game. Sorry, you're not going to take any prizes from the game here. So you need to make sure you don't have a lot of stuff prized. I would actually probably play another Super Rod. I just don't know what to cut right now. 4 Trainer's Mail just help you look for trainer cards. Help you look for those crucial Crushing Hammers, Enhanced Hammers, Supporter cards, whatever you need. Trainer Mail can help you get there. 4 Ultra Ball to get out your Pokemon quickly. 4 VS Seekers to be supporters. 2 Life Center brings money up. 2 N, 4 Sycamore. 4 Team Flagrant here. Discarding energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon here. Like I said before, the whole point of the deck is to discard energies off the active and off your Pokemon, off the Pokemon. And when you do this with a combination of Crushing Hammers and Team Flagrants, you're going to win the game there and run your opponent out of energies. 1 Xerosic, they discard a Pokemon tool or special energy card. Obviously, this is to help you get like discard special energies for the most part. Maybe tools if you don't have a Tool Scrapper in your hand. 3 Floatstone just to help you get Garbodor routes. 1 Life Dude. Now, Life Dude, oh my goodness, it's such an amazing card in this deck. If you're playing Computer Search over Life Dude, you're doing something wrong here. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is knocked out, your opponent takes 1 for your prize card. So if they knock out a Sableye with the Life Dude, they take literally no prize card because of Life Dude being activated, which is great here. And once they do that, you can actually promote another Sableye, Junk Hunt, put 2 item cards in your hand like a Life Dude, and you can reuse it. There are some games where I play 3 or 4 Life Dudes, and that means my opponent has to take up to like 10 to 12 prize cards, which is great. And that's why, I mean, the deck is just so evil. If you're not testing this out, like I said, Dylan, shout out to Dylan for sure for releasing this monster. He probably could have kept it a secret, but he decides to leak it to the world. Like I said before, make sure you go see his article. Give it a thumbs up if you are an Underground member, and if you're not, consider about it because these are some of the stuff you get for Underground. And it's like somebody might be like, which side is better? 60 cards, 6 prizes, Poke Beach. They're all great. If you have all the money, go to all of them. Get them all if you can. I have no favorite. I am subscribed to all of them, so make sure you check them all out. And 3 Head Ringer and 6 Dark Energy here. And this is the deck here. Like I said before, you could maybe put Skyla and Echo Arm in here. That's the list I had. It was totally different, like I said. But Skyla can make it where you can search for your Life Dew. Echo Arm can put it back to Life Dew automatically. So, like, let's see if Sableye gets knocked out. You can just Echo Arm the Life Dew back into your deck. Skyla for the Life Dew, attach it to a Sableye, and keep, like, discarding stuff, maybe Crushing Hammer stuff off, which is great here. I did have a lot of fun with that. It was a kind of slower deck. It wasn't working as great as Dylan's list was. But hopefully through this deck, we have 2 games with this deck here. One's competitive. One is a weird deck. It's a deck with 4 Blacksmiths and 4 Verse Seekers, and it's a crazy game. Make sure you check out the second game for sure if you want to see some craziness with Sableye, Bunnelby, Garbodor. But thanks for watching. I know this introduction is probably really long. I just been rambling on and on here. But hopefully you enjoy. I really do like this deck a lot right now for Expanded. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and let's see this deck in action here. Alrighty, so here we're playing against SNTC Boy Ho. Boy hoy, I'm not sure how you say the name here. Tails, they do get decided they want to go first or not, and they are going first. And it seems like we're playing against the Blastoise deck. Now, this is pretty bad because once they get 3 energies on a Keldeo, it's actually pretty hard to take down the deck. If they get the turn with Archies, we need to at least have a turn to Garbodor, and there's a Wailord. Acrobike, okay. So let's see if S&TC Boy Ho can channel his inner Jacob Van Wagner. And he Acrobikes, discarding a water energy. There's a Keldeo coming down here. Let's see, what else does he have here? He's got 6 cards in hand, so there's a Superior Energy Retrieval. Discarding a Blastoise and an Acrobike. He can get that 1 energy card and attach it this turn if he wants to. And he decides to. Now, if he has an Ultra Ball here, and if Jiraji's in the deck here, He has a turn 1 Archie's Blastoise. There's his Jirachi. Is all of his Archie's Archie's Ace in the Hole in the deck or not? There it is, Archie's Ace in the Hole coming out to play this turn, and it's not looking good right now. Alright, there's a Blastoise coming out. Trainer's Mill here. Gonna look at the top 4 cards of his deck. Pick an item card, and there we see a Battle Compressor. This could discard some Water Energies, maybe some Eggs. He opts to use Trainer's Mill first. So there's a Battle Compressor. He has 2 of those. The first one could just discard like 3 Water Energies. The second one could just discard like some Eggs if he does have those in the deck there. So let's see, the Battle Compressor discards 2 Waters and a Blastoise. Okay, fair enough. You're not going to need a Blastoise anymore, so might as well just discard him while you can. Here's a second Battle Compressor, and let's see what he gets here. So he discards 2 Eggs and a Sycamore. Alright. Anything else this turn? Hopefully not. As long as he doesn't put 3 energies on this Keldeo, we might be okay. That's a big might. We'll put a Dark Energy here, Sycamore. Headringer, the Keldeo, put a Floodstone down here. Crushing Hammer, try to discard this Water Energy, and we do that. Here we're going to Ultra Ball, discarding Dark Energy and a Team Flare Grunt. Here we're going to look for a Shaman EX. Grab that card, put it down, try to draw 6 cards. We get another Headringer. We're going to keep it though, just in case we need it next turn. Now the decision here, do we Trainer's Mail or not right now? I'm not going to, I don't think. Yeah, I'm actually just going to Junk Hunt here. And here we'll grab a supporter for, we'll grab a Crushing Hammer and an Ultra Ball. I don't know, I was like, why? Let's get a supporter card, but we can't. Alright, so if we get a Garbodor next turn and he doesn't have 3 energies on Keldeo, we might have a chance. There's 1 Deluge. Here we see a Verseeker. Probably getting a Sycamore here. Now he actually needs 4 energies to knock us out. But if he has a single superior energy retrieval, he will achieve this for sure. And he's got a lot of cards in his hand here. But what we might be able to do here is go for a, Go for a deck out with Bumblebee. That could work as well. That's probably going to be a main strategy here. Here we see an Aquabike. He has yet to hit a superior. He has discarded 1 already so far, so that's a good thing to know. Battle Compressor, it's not what he needs here. Maybe he's thinning his deck out some more here. With the Acrobike, he decides to discard a Water Energy. That might show that he does already have the superior in hand, because why would you discard the Water Energy when you already have one? Alright, but next turn we do have the Headringer. We can attach it to the other Keldeo here. And what we might be able to do is Life Center the Wailord and kind of keep us stuck in the active spot once we get the Garbodor in play, since they don't play any switch cards. So there's a lot of different options we can actually do here to beat the Keldeo deck. Here we're seeing a Propagate, another Propagate. So this is a great showing that Superior is coming down, and never see a Superior Energy coming down from my opponent here. He's going to get 3 Water Energies. 1, 2, 3. Alright. 4. Yeah, 4. I forgot. We're going to see another double Propagate here. He must have another Superior Energy Retrieval. There's a Computer Search. Discarding double Eggs here. We can't see what card he gets here. It is a mystery for sure. But he might just load up a massive Keldeo here, kind of like threatening, like, you're never going to discard all my energies. What are you going to do? And like I said earlier, our plan of action here is to Life Center this Wailord, put a Headringer on it. If he does play Floodstone, he won't be able to use that here. And that's probably our only option here. There's a second energy. Show me a third one. Now the smart play here would be put 4 energies on this Keldeo and put 3 on this Wailord here, not just commit all on this Keldeo. And let's see if he does decide to do that or not. Nope, it looks like they're all going to go on the Keldeo here. He's going to put all the energies on Keldeo, which, like I said, is a misplay. If we do get a Life Center here, we already have the guaranteed Garbodor right now with the Ultra Ball in our hand. We could get out a could Life Center up the Wailord, make it stuck in the active spot, especially with Headringer, unless my opponent does play AZ here. So that Keldeo right now has 9 energies. And he's feeling pretty mighty here. Gonna smack a Sableye for 230. Alright, so taking his first prize card here. Of course, we want to send him to Trubbish. And let's see what we top deck. Okay, so with Trainer's Mail here, we can either go for Trainer's Mail, or we can go for the Ultra Ball for Shaman. But here we're Headringer the Wailord. Like I said, if we do get the Life Center, we can pull that play off. We have yet to play a, what is it? We have yet to play a Life Center at all. So here, Trainer's Mill, looking for a Lysander. We can grab a Life Dew. We can put that on a Bunnelby and or a Sableye this turn. Okay, the question is, what do we go for? Do we go for the Garbodor right now? If we go for the Garbodor, we don't have a way to have a supporter next turn. So here, Crushing Hammer. Hopefully, I don't even know if it's in the deck, if the other Shame is in the deck. So here we discard Team Flare Gun and a Enhanced Hammer, and let's see, is the other Shaman in the deck? And it is. Thank you. Alright, so here put a Floatstone down on the Sableye, and here we'll put down the Bunnelby, Life Do It, put a Dark Energy here, play Shaman, drawn up to 6 cards. Okay, still no Lysander, well now we need Lysander and some other stuff here with Trainer's Mail. Getting a Xerosic, not that useful, but at least we can discard that out of our deck here. And let's see what we can do this turn. I guess we could Verse Seeker for in, make an opponent draw more cards out of his deck. That could be an option here. So yeah, we'll in here. And there's the Garbodor coming out. Here's another Crushing Hammer. Tails, put down the other Bunnelby. And we'll just retreat to the Bunnelby here and use Burrow, discard the top card of his deck, and then Burrow again. So now he's down to 11 cards here, now down to 10. He has 10 cards left, and he has to take 5 prizes here. Now, if he does get a Lysander, he can knock out a Sableye for sure. I'm pretty sure that's what he's aiming for here. He's played 2 Burst Seeker so far, 1 Lysander. So he's going to Acrobike here, Acrobike. He is just, but see, the problem here is he's going through mill through his deck even quicker now. So let's see, okay, so we just see a smack on the Bunnelby here. We send up the Garbodor, of course, and let's see, what do we get? The Lysander or not? Alright, so no Lysander yet. Here we'll send up the Sableye. We'll play Professor Sycamore. Alright, we get the Lysander for next turn, but we don't have an energy for next turn currently right now. Let's see here, we could... The only thing I'm scared of right now, if next turn he knocks out Garbodor, we're in a pretty weird shape. So here we'll just retreat to Sableye and actually just pass here. And the reason why I do this is we don't have a supporter card for next turn. We could have retreated to Bunnelby, actually. That could have been worked as well. Let's think here. Do we go for the Life Dew or not? Yeah, let's go. I don't know what to do. Because we either, like, could Junk Hunt, get back Life Dew, and be okay, maybe. We'll just end our turn here. Whatever. No Life Dew here. What we need to hope is our opponent does not have a Lysander this turn. If he has a Lysander this turn, we are in big trouble. And he has no Lysander this turn, and we have the Garbodor in place. So what we can do here is Lysander this Wailord, put a Dark Energy on it, and here we can use Burrow, discard the top card of his deck, Burrow again, discard the top card of his deck. Now, it's all going to come down to, does his deck play AZ or a Switch? And if he doesn't, then we win. He has 3 cards left in his deck here. I have yet to see a Switch. Jacob Van Wagner did not play a Switch or an AZ in his list. I can't remember if he played Floatstones or not. But if he does play Floatstone, we have a Headringer on the Wailord here. We've seen Ultra Ball from our opponent here. Does he have any kind of outs right now? And if he doesn't, oh, it's looking great for us right now. It's kind of crazy that he didn't have a Verse Seeker left. He's played 1, 2. I guess he just didn't have it in our turn here. Of course, we will just Burrow, discarded top 2 cards of his deck here. And Burrow again, down to 1 card, goes down to 0. What does he have here is the big moment of truth here. Verse Seeker finally, but what can this do really? I mean, he can end getting back 4 cards. That's nothing really. So in here, he'll still have 1 card left in his deck. But then we can just Burrow. And it looks like we're going to win the game here. And even though you think that, like, Archie Stories might be an auto loss, obviously you can just put down the Garbodor, Lysander something up, and deck your opponent out that way. And it's a very, it seems like a, weird strategy, but it works. Because the Archie Stories does have to play so many cards to go down to the, play 70 cards to get the Blastoise out and start using superior energy retrievals. We saw my opponent make the misplay and load up that giant Keldeo there. Now, that might be a good strategy there, because that way we're not discarding all the energy cards off the Keldeo. They have more energies ready to go when we play the other Team Flare Guns and other Crushing Hammers there. But when we licensed that Wailord there, that was it. Like, what could he do? He needs 4 energies to retreat. There's no way that's happening with all the Team Flare Grunts you play, all the Crushing Hammers you play. You're good to go there. And this game was kind of weird. We'll play another game here with Sableye, Bunnelby, and we'll see what happens in the next game. We really didn't see Sableye shine at all. It was just kind of like Garbodor doing its work, Lyson or something up, and just discarding energies. We didn't really discard any energies anyway. My opponent just played so many cards and it worked in our favor. So we'll see another game here in a second. Alrighty, so here we're playing against 0984465, playing an all fire deck that do call heads here, and they get to go first. That's fine with me though. Some Scorched Earth, Blaziken, something. I'm not really sure what we're playing against here. We get a Trubbish, we get a Sableye, draw 1. Keep the Shaman in our hand here. There's a Reshiram. Maybe it's like Emboar, Rayquaza, Delphox deck. There's a DCE. There's a Scorched Earth. Going to discard a fire. Draw some cards here. We have Crushing Hammer. We have Team Flare Grunt. We're going to discard this energy no matter what's here. The big question, does he get any Pokemon down? And he doesn't right now. So here, Crushing Hammer has put down Sableye. Shaman here, drawing just 2 cards. No energy this turn, put down Bunnelby, and we'll just end our turn here. But if my opponent just attaches another energy next turn, we can just Team Flare Grunt it off, Team Flare it off again. As long as he doesn't get down a Tepig or anything, here we see a Fury Torch, an Acrobike, discards the Reshiram. There's a Finnegan coming down. The big question is, does he have Blacksmith? And no Blacksmith this turn. There's a Garbodor, Flowstone here, and we can actually just license up this Finnegan, making it harder for my opponent to attack next turn. He needs to like put an energy here and Blacksmith to attack for the turn here. So let's see what does 0984465 have for us here. Just so far nothing really. I mean, I don't have anything really as well. But here we're seeing Ultra Ball getting out the Delphox, but the Delphox is pretty much useless here since we have the Garbodor unlock, unless my opponent does play like Toll Scrapper or Megaphone, Zerosic. I think there's only 3 ways you can get rid of tools there. Here we see a Juniper, discarding his hand, discarding the Verse Seeker, discarding a Dowsing Machine, Trainer's Mill, and we see a Muscle Man on the active, and just a pass here. So our turn, we'll put a Life Dew to the active, and we'll just pass a turn here. And my opponent is just like burning through his deck right now while we're just not having anything really. There's a Fire Energy, Blacksmith, so we will see a knockout on the Sableye here, but he won't take a prize card because of the Life Dew. So our turn here, we can Team Flare Grunt the active, Crushing Hammer, trying to discard a fire, and we do. We'll just retreat to a Sableye, and here we'll just end our turn. And the big question here, does he have another Blacksmith? And of course he does here. So 2 energies, go back to Delphox here, send it to Garbodor. Let's see what happens this turn. Alright, so we top deck a Sycamore, we have to play that this turn. Here we get an Ultra Ball, we can discard it in the Sycamore. Here we can get out a Sableye. That seems fine here. Put the Sableye down, put a Dark Energy on it, retreat to it. And here I'm just going to Junk Hunt, and with this, we're going to get back a Crushing Hammer and a Life Dew. Okay. The next turn he will knock us out, take 2 prize cards, but next turn we get Team Flare Grunt, put a Life Dew on somebody, Crushing Hammer. We have a lot of discarding stuff next turn. As long as he doesn't have another Blacksmith next turn, we should be okay here. Here with Team Flare Grunt the active, Crushing Hammer, heads. We are going crazy on this. Put a Life Dew down, retreat into the Bunnelby, and here we'll just end our turn here. Life Dew making a second showing here. So that's the cool thing about it. Here's another Blacksmith. Stop it, please. Please stop, Pokemon. Here is the Garbodor. Trainer's Mill. Nothing really we need here. We'll just grab the Enhanced Hammer so that way we can discard it. Play down the Sycamore. Get a Sableye, get a Bunnelby. Put a Dark Energy on the Sableye. Retreat to the Sableye. And here we can just Junk Hunt once again. Grabbing the Life Dew and the Crushing Hammer. Alright. It's my opponent's turn here. He's going to take another knockout. These constant Blacksmiths. How many has he played? He's played 3 Blacksmiths in a row. What is going on here? But we will see a knockout on the Sableye here. And we need to start like burrowing here in a second. Here we see an Acrobike. He decides to discard a Battle Compressor. Pretty much useless here. And let's see, does he have another Fire Energy there? He takes out a Sableye. Send it to Garbodor, obviously, here. Play the Crushing Hammer, trying to discard. We are 3 for 3 on Crushing Hammers. Crushing Hammer again. Heads. Wow, we are. What is going on here? Life Dew here. Ultra Ball, discard the Floatstone and the Verse Seeker. Here we'll grab another Bunnelby. Put that down. Play the Sycamore here. Looking for an energy for the turn. And we do get one. Put an energy here. Retreat into the Bunnelby. We'll play Trainer's Mail. We're looking for a Super Rod. And look at there. Super Rod comes when you call it. So here is Super Rod. We'll put back Dark, and Sableye. And here we'll use... Debating, do we use Rototiller or Burrow? Because we can start burrowing my opponent's hand or deck, and hopefully we can discard some Verse Seekers, and hopefully discard some more Blacksmiths. There we see a Trainer's Mail, and we see a Brishram getting discarded there. What we might have to do as well is like Life Center up a Pokemon and making it where he can't retreat. Here we see a Verse Seeker. Oh, for another Blacksmith, of course. Alright, so here we'll send the Garbodor. And like I said, we're just gonna this turn we're gonna waste a turn of Life Center somebody up. I'm tired of playing the strategy. So here we'll Life Center up a Delphox, retreat to the Bunnelby just in case he does decide to go crazy here, and we'll just end our turn this turn. We might play. I don't know why I haven't played the Toe Scrapper. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean the damage cap doesn't change at all. The big question here: does he have another Verse Seeker? He's played 1, 2, 3 so far, and 3 Blacksmiths. Does he have a 4th? Verse Seeker? That would be crazy. I don't know what to do if that happens here. And let's see, does he have that or not? And if he doesn't, next turn we'll probably just play Sycamore, try to get an energy for Sableye that we're going to Ultra Ball for. There we see a Fury Torch. Discarding a Fire, trying to get more cards here. Looking for that precious... he's looking for a precious Verse Seeker here to use Blacksmith. There we see an end for my opponent there. A Dark Energy on the active. And our turn here, we'll put down the Sableye. Trainer's Mail here. For a Crushing Hammer, this needs to be another crucial heads here. Give me heads, buddy. Oh, what is going on here? Verse Seeker, we'll grab a Sycamore. Play that down. We'll put a Dark Energy to the active. And here... what? Oh man, I probably should just not have attached that. But here we'll use Rototiller actually, and we need to get back the what is it? Not the Life Dew right now. The Super Rod. No, not you, Verse Seeker. Super Rod, and then we'll get back the Life Dew. So that way we can have the Life Dew back so he can't take a price card on somebody. And the Super Rod so that way we can get back our Dark Energies and our Pokemon here. So on to 098445's turn here. This is a Life Center, bring up Shaman here and just pass my opponent. Okay. So my turn, we'll play the Trainer's Mail. Those are our 4 cards in our deck right now. So here we'll get we need to get Floatstone or Life Dew. We'll get a Life Dew right now. Put a Dark Energy to the active. Super Rod here, getting back some Dark Energies. There's 1 Dark Energy, a Sableye, and a Bunnelby. I think that's an okay combo here. Retreat to the Sableye. Put... I should have retreated the Bunnelby. What was I thinking? We'll put a Life Dew here, and we'll end our turn. Oh, that was just a silly misplay on my part. I don't know why I did that. Whoops. Okay, so nothing from my opponent here. Alright, so here put a Dark Energy to active. Here we'll Junk Hunt. And here we'll get back 2 Crushing Hammers. So we're gonna get Crushing Hammer and a Verse Seeker. And the reason I'm grabbing the Verse Seeker is because we can grab the Team Flare Gun if we need it automatically. And there's a DC going to my opponent here, and he smacks us for 70 for the knockout here. So here's some Garbodor. We'll play Crushing Hammer, trying to discard that Fire Energy, and oh, what is going on here? Oh, we're cheating somehow. I don't know how this is possible. Here was Zerosic, and was Zerosic that DC off this guy. Retreat to the Bunnelby, and here we'll start using Rototiller. We gotta get some stuff back into our deck. Or we can Burrow, actually. Now let's use Rototiller. We need to get back some stuff here. We'll get back the Life Dew for sure, and here we'll get back... probably the Super Rod, if it's... I know it's in there. We could get Ultra Ball so that we can search for Pokemon. Or a Verse Seeker. There's a lot of stuff we can actually go for here. We'll go for the Verse Seeker, why not? Alright. Alright, so my opponent's turn here. He once again has no energies, only active Pokemon here. Alright, so our turn. We get a Life Duke, we put that on active here, and here we can start using Burrow, discard the top card of its deck, Burrow again. Oh, there's the 4th Verse Seeker! Oh, we discarded it! Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 Verse Seekers are gone. Oh, man. Okay, even against a Blacksmith deck, we might have a slither of hope. Just a little bit right now. This is, oh my goodness, what is going on here? Here we'll use, we could go for a Sableye right now, but I think the best option right now is just to Burrow and just try to deck him out right now while we can. There's a Braxian and another Fire Energy. Alright, so 5 cards left my opponent here. Let's see, can we continue this? Battle Compressor, that's kind of weird. Why do you want to thin your deck out even more? Maybe he's trying to see, does he have a out? Just see it past my opponent here, and here we can just Burrow, discard the top card of a deck, Burrow again, discard a switch maybe. No. Oh, we discard a 4th Blacksmith, and a victory screen comes up. What do we just play against there? Oh my goodness! But there, you saw the power of Sableye and Bumblebee there. And this is probably one of our worst matchups here. Not only did they play 4 Blacksmiths, they also played 4 VS Seekers. But I know, we cheated. What were the stats here? We were 7-0 on hands. Without that, I'm pretty sure we would have lost. Well, I think Pokemon. The Pokemon gods Arceus wanted us to win so bad. Thanks be to Arceus. Oh my goodness, that is the craziest game ever. Oh man, we saw the power of Sableye getting back the Life Tube multiple times in her hand there. Probably when we shouldn't have. This deck is definitely a contender there. Even though we got really lucky and flipped a lot of heads there, still you need to check out this deck for sure. It is a really good deck. Oh, that is so crazy. How does that happen? My opponent was also 1-0, so he was on this one flip. He was also 100% on heads. Like, that's crazy. So we're overall 8-0 on flips. What is going on here? We just had the lucky of flips. But hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching Sableye, Bumblebee. I think, like I said before, it is a really, really good deck. Once again, shout out to Dylan Dreyer for making this list here. It's a really good list. If you want to read the rest of his 6 Prides article, down below will be a link to it. Make sure you go check it out. Give it a thumbs up if you are an Underground member. Really good list by Dylan here. Hope you enjoyed the deck. Thanks for watching once again. Alrighty, bye.